Hello there, world of YouTube, and welcome to a new video. This is your girl SwimmsterGal coming at you with my November monthly plan with me. For the month of November, taking it back to one of my more popular bullet journal videos, I went ahead and did a Pokemon theme. I switched it up a bit. I kept the cover somewhat within the same theme, in which we went with the Eevee evolutions, but as you guys will see as the spread goes on, it's not just focused on Eevee as it was the previous time I tried my hand at this theme. Now going forward, we are pretty much outlining the Eevee evolutions. Surprise, surprise, we are not using my favorite thick boy. We're actually using the 02, I believe, Pigma Micron for all the characters. The 08 was just too thick, and a lot of like the little details like their eyes or like small little things like the little stars you guys see here would have been lost in translation. For the stars, I did get a glitter jelly roll to kind of go in there and give it a little bit of like, you know, accent, so it wasn't just so much of a flat black. That was pretty much it for the cover, and from there we moved on to this little Pikachu, because come on, Pikachu is like the main character of all Pokemon. Also, different from my previous spreads, I did not actually print out any images for this one. I just went ahead and drew everything in by hand and outlined it. I just kind of wanted to go back to what used to make bullet journaling fun for me. Yes, printing out the images saved some time and a lot of like, you know, the planning, the pre-planned time, but I was just needing a little bit of a change of pace, especially coming in from October, which I skipped. Totally fine to skip a month when you're just not feeling it. Again, a bullet journal is meant to serve you, and as some of us might know, October is actually Mental Health Awareness Month. At least it is over here by where I live. And I just needed a mental break from the whole planning thing, and then, you know, I was just like, let me just do a theme that makes me happy, and Pokemon in my old age still makes me happy. Here what you see me doing is just you know, pretty much the font style of what is Pokemon, and the color scheme, which is like the blue and yellow. Originally I wasn't gonna follow the color scheme for all the headers, but I realized, you know, it'll look a lot more cohesive. It'll have like you know, a coherent or like a cohesive color scheme. So I went with the blue, and I believe it's kind of like a mustard yellow or a yellow orange type of color, and it was just kind of like alternating. Here we're just dating the months, because I do kind of like this style of, like, you know, monthly calendar per se, quote unquote, mainly because I don't have a lot going on to where I need boxes in the month of November. If it's like a month where I'm gonna, you know, be a little bit busier, I do prefer the box style because it makes it easier just to like spot the day on the calendar and the week. Something else I did a little bit differently is that I added color to the outlines. Usually I don't tend to add color to the outlines, but I just wanted little pops. So here I did, you know, Pikachu's little red cheeks, and then I just did in the brown, so I filled in like that little part of his tail that's brown, and like the little markings on his back. Moving on, we're doing habits, and again, it's very similar to what you guys are going to be seeing throughout the spread, which is outlined with blue and filled in with yellow. Again, for this time for the habits, I didn't do it across 2 pages like I had done it in the August plan with me, I believe it was. I just went ahead and did it again very simply on just 1 page, and the next page I'm actually pretty excited about. Just in case you guys are wondering, I am using the Staedtler, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that the right way, but the Staedtler Fineliners. I chose like this little like gray blue, I believe it is, and like I said before, like a little yellow orange / little mustard yellow theme going on. If you prefer it, I think it would kind of make it pop a little bit more. You can outline the outside border in black. I just went ahead and opted out of doing that just to kind of give the theme a little bit of a difference in regards to what I'm used to doing. And pulling out my handy dandy acrylic ruler from the Archer and Olive subscription box. I'm just using it to you know, outline the lines for the habit trackers. The one on the left, yes, I believe it is both of our lefts, is my, you know, traditional habit tracker where you just write the habits you want to kind of keep track of, see what you're doing, how you're doing. And the bottom part of it, which would be like the tracker to the right, is what I've been doing, which is tracking my sleep and tracking my steps. And again, the simplicity of this spread was just kind of kept in keeping like all the the markers or the pens I used cohesive in colors. Like I believe I literally maybe used my Pigma Micron and 02 because I kept the same size for everything, the blue Staedtler pen and the yellow Staedtler pen, and then again I just added a couple of colors for some accents that you guys are going to be seeing that I did over here. But very simple spread, very minimal amount of pens to carry around. What you see me labeling out here is a level 8 life. The number specifically, I chose it because right now you guys are going to see me trace out 8 Pokemon. So I said 8. If it would have been more Pokemon, I would have done a higher number. But basically these are 8 things of self-care I would like to get done during the month. You know, just to kind of like continue focusing on my mental health, which just wasn't all there the month of October. And for these Pokemon, I'm using actually the O1 from what I can see right here. They're a little bit smaller, a little bit more detailed. So again, like if you can do thicker pens, but I believe like a lot of like the smaller details, like their little eyes, little mouth and stuff, could be lost in translation or made to look a little off or weird. So I just went with the thinner pens for these. And similar to the other Pikachu, I added the little red for the cheeks. I had a little bit of a pink blush for Eevee. And that's pretty much what you guys are going to be seeing, is I'm either going to be adding like a blush color, maybe for I believe for Bulbasaur, who's a little bit lower on the totem pole here. I do actually use a green to kind of outline those little shapes that he has on his body. Here's little Jigglypuff with her microphone. And here's our little baby Togepi. Fun fact, for a long time Togepi actually used to be my favorite Pokemon, and currently, for those of you guys that might not have noticed, Eevee is my favorite Pokemon, but Togepi is definitely a close second. So this is what these spreads look like. And then from there, we're moving on to our mood tracker. And then for our mood tracker, it's again circled around Togepi. I wanted to give other Pokemon a shot during this spread because, like I said, the very first spread I did in regards to a Pokemon theme was all based on Eevees. And then right here, you just see me double checking that the center is correct. Usually I will have like pencil markings of where I want the, like, you know, where the center is and all this other stuff. And then I draw the lines in like I just pre-trace the lines. I don't usually just go straight in with pens, because again, when you're counting out the days, it's sometimes when you're not like consistent with a certain with a certain style of tracker, it doesn't come as easy. Like I don't believe I did the circle tracker the month beforehand. It's been a while since I've tracked my mood, so I really don't remember. But yeah, so you're gonna see me like stopping, counting every now and then, just because I'm not entirely sure how to like divide it up to just get the 30 squares like off the top of my head. After making sure we have the 30 squares, I just went in with the little circles here, and then I traced them out with the colors of the mood. Recently what I've seen is choose a bright color for what makes you happy, and then just choose like a kind of like a moderate like to low color for something that makes you sad, something that isn't super bold, just so that you can focus on the happier days. But I went with red for super happy, orange is kind of happy, pink is, you know, it's like whatever's, blue is, oh, you're feeling a little blue, and then brown is like you were crying yourself to sleep that day. But you know, it is what it is. Sometimes we have those days. But I really did like the way the color schemes for the mood turned out. I wasn't expecting it to look that nice all put together, but you know what, it looked good and I was pretty happy with it. And then again, just filling in just some of the little small details that Togepi has on their eggshells. And that was actually all I did for this spread. I kept it simple. You guys can see like the little gold going on the cover here. Our little sleeping Pikachu, because who doesn't like to sleep? A simple calendar layout with a simple title. Our habits. Our level 8 life. And our mood tracker. So that'll be all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.